But not my fault. Primrose, just try and keep your head down. Do as you're told. Just channel some normality for once. For me. Please. And for the love of God, don't. Well, Mother, I think you'll find that backfired pretty spectacularly. Now I find myself in the thinking room, otherwise known to the mortals as isolation, missing the golden nuggets my math teacher's imparting on my fellow inmates. I might find the school. They're stopping me from learning. I suppose I'm meant to feel kind of bad. Or maybe sad. I'm not too sure, to be honest. I'll be wrong regardless, so there's no point putting too much thought into it. I mean, have you ever even seen one of those? An emotions chart. Isolation. Such a loaded term if you think about it. Like, really think about it. And I like to really think about things. My brain takes me on adventures through thoughts into concepts and ideas. Every time I think I'm starting to conceptualise something, there's always another nuance, another question, and everything's spiralling into confusion. They say I'm stuck in my head, a dilly-dally daydreamer, never focused or listening. They don't realise how hard I'm trying, how busy my brain is. Like, have you ever wondered what I have about how when I say red, for example, there's no way of knowing if red means the same thing in your head as red means in my head when someone says red, and how if we are travelling at almost the speed of light, and we're holding a light, that light would still travel away from us at the full speed of light, seems right away. But I'm trying to say, not sure, I wonder if inside my head I'm not just a bit different from some of my friends. These answers that come into my mind are bidden, these stories delivered to me fully written. Will everyone shout? Well, they seem to like shouting. The noise in my head is incredibly loud. I just wish they'd stop. My mum, my dad, the telly, the stories would stop for just once. I'm sorry, I'm not quite explaining it right. The noise comes anger, and the anger is right. Burning, it isn't dead. The heat and the shouting, my heart is pounding, my eyes are burning, and suddenly, everything. Sometimes you have to be a little bit naughty. I find it funny, not in a ha-ha kind of way, that we even still have isolation. When the buzzword of the century is inclusion. Which is also funny, or I guess I mean ironic, because if you really think about it, to include, you have to also exclude, which, like looking back hundreds and hundreds of years, is the harshest punishment known to humankind. They used to call it exile. So harsh, in fact, that some people chose death instead. Which I can't lie, is definitely the option that's appealing to me right now. Not like I'm gonna go and kill myself, but like look at society and the idiots I am expected to appease, take me out kind of way. I will also state for the record, I have in fact actually not committed any crime. Shit. Well, that's either the soldiers of Satan coming to take me to the pits of eternal hell, or the senior leadership team. Which, if we really think about it, are definitely the same thing. I sit up in my half-broken, shitty seat in preparation for war. But he's come in being well nice. Too nice. My spidey senses are alerting me. This is not what is meant to happen. Shit. It's getting worse than I thought. What's he going to do? What's going to happen? You're going to shoot me? I doubt it. They'll have to catch me first. I'm like a whippet. Call the police. I mean, that option is unlikely. Go back to lessons. I'm too busy really thinking that I forget to actually listen to what's coming out of his mouth. It's like I'm in some kind of fever dream. His mouth just keeps moving and moving and moving. So much movement in the mouth. But like nothing's coming out.
Does that sound like a plan?
Shit. Did you listen to the plan? Do you know the plan? No? Useful, helpful. Well, look at that. Another spawn of Satan has decided that the conformist sausage factory is obviously squishing their meteorites. It's going fully feral. He gives me what can only be described as a very pitiful smile. Tells me to stay put. That he'll be back. His parting words are, I trust you to stay. Well, at that point, I'm thinking the vents are blowing out magic mushrooms. Because this dude has got to be tripping. But this leaves me with a tricky conundrum. Stay or go? What's the right thing to do? What is the right thing to do? You may say, well, you've already stayed so far, so why go now? And you see, that is exactly the kind of argument that adults feel justifies their disappointment in what could only be described as, well, sensible and logical behaviour. You see, what I've learned is right isn't always wanted. And societal rules, yeah, they're a fucking load of shit. Woo!
Rule number 1, don't forget to read the small print. To succeed and be treated well, you have to conform. Different is uncomfortable. My weirdness makes them feel too vulnerable.
My name is Liz Brown and I'm an approved mental health professional. Me and my colleagues came and assessed you under the Mental Health Act earlier on today. We've assessed you to determine whether or not you need to be detained in hospital. The outcome of the assessment is that we have placed you under Section 2 of the Mental Health Act.
I'm still a failure. If I had £1 for every time someone called me that, I no longer need to find success. And I could retire and live out my days doing whatever the hell I liked. What a moronic thing to say. I hate humanity. I hate humans. I hate people. Every single interaction with my fellow beings takes me one step closer to just ending it all. I don't mean that flippantly. That is something else I hate. How society views mental health, mental illness. They don't get it. They really don't get it. Basically, I just hate, and allegedly that's going to shorten my life. Well, could it hurry up, please? I don't mean to trivialise or glamorise the subject of suicide. I've lost people, and nearly myself, more times than I'd ever care to count. I get it. Sadly, I really get it. But would you just go around saying, oh, don't kill yourself? Well, it's only ever been said by people who've got no appreciation of how it really feels. A bit like mental health services. Ironic. How negative. What a negative mindset. Please do now sternly tell me to be more positive. Or that I'll become what I think. You may as well threaten to end the conversation here if I carry on. But you're always there if I need you. Maybe I should go and have a long soak. Grab some chamomile tea. Or I could go for a lovely stroll past all of the local bridges. Or anyone got an ice cube to rub on my nose? I know! I could exercise to the point of collapse from the eating disorder no one will treat me for because my BMI isn't low enough! Or maybe I should just try harder. Maybe I should stop being so harsh on myself. Maybe I should let it go. Look around. There's so much good in the world if you choose to open your eyes. And you're always there. Or maybe I really should just try harder. Stop beating myself up all of the time. Let it go. Let it go. It's not that hard, right? Look around at our world. There is so much good if you choose to see it. Or tape your fucking eyeballs shut. And you're always there. Oh my god. Why is this so frustrating? Ever since I got here, you keep asking me the same damn question over and over and over and over again. Why do you want to die? Like, I'm supposed to have some neat, tidy answer. Some correct answer. Like, I have to justify my reason for being here with something profound and meaningful. But honestly, it's pretty simple. The world is a shit place. There are unwritten rules and expectations made literally just to hurt us. It's all a load of bollocks and I can't be arsed anymore. Do I need a better reason than that? Apparently I do. And that is why I'm still stuck here. You know what they say about me? Screw loose. That's what they say I've got. Or maybe they say I'm not playing with a full deck. But hey, what the heck can I do? Maybe I got a screw loose for you. Eccentric, erratic, toys in the belfry, bats in the attic. But I just don't see the harm in carving your name in my arm. Clinically certified! A panel of doctors kind of locked me away. And until the day that I finally escape, which I will, I'll be here, right here, if you need a loose scream. It's like I'm some sort of wild animal out of control. But I'm just playing my part, right? You see, I'm not a conspiracy theorist, but I'm not exactly the one making the rules here. So what if it's them that are not playing with a full deck? What if they've got this whole thing twisted? You know? What if they're the ones not playing with a full deck or 2 cards? Look, the problem is, well, all I have to say is at least I've got to be grateful. Because at least here, they give me the rule book.
Rule number 2. Others know best. My voice replaced by those who don't know my place. Shy, lazy, overreacting, dramatic, sensitive, chaotic, weird, forgetful, impulsive, disorganised, awkward, difficult, hyperactive, troublemaker, try harder, too much, not enough, act normal, too organised, loosen up, pay attention, chill out, sit still, Stop making excuses. Be more resilient. Others have it worse. Why so rigid? It's not a big deal. It's all absolutely fine. You don't look autistic. You need to grow up. Oh, everyone's ADHD these days. You're impacting others. No one can deal with you. Resistant, defiant, complex, broken, a failure, and attention-seeking problem. Broken, a failure, and attention-seeking problem. 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 We are constantly faced with what we can't do, how we are different, and what we do wrong. I grew up believing I'd never been given the rule book to society. I grew up believing there was something fundamentally wrong with who I was. This isn't my story, but Primrose represents a core theme within the neurodivergent community. It spreads far further than any one person. It is a cliche phrase, but we truly are all so different. No one character should ever represent such a beautifully unique and diverse community. However, many neurodivergents spend years of their lives being different from everyone else, not quite fitting in, and never knowing why. Thank you so much for coming to Rise and this initial sharing of the Rule Book to Society. This is just the beginning. Today I have shared with you the first 3 scenes I've created. I hope to develop this further. This is just the beginning of a journey, not just for Primrose and for the musical, but for true acceptance of what is still perceived as uncomfortable difference. For showing the next generation of neurodivergent young people that they hold value in their own sense of achievement. That success should not only be measured by our ability to conform to neurotypical standards, or within the bounds of what society has constructed. The greatest power we each hold is our authentic selves. Be so authentically and unapologetically you that others feel safe to be themselves too. Different, that's me. We all are, you see. But mine has a name, and I don't fit the game. Different, that's me. We all are, you see. Yet I'm too often misunderstood, made to believe I'm really no good. Different, that's me. We all are, you see. But my voice is replaced by those who don't know my place. Different, that's me. We all are, you see. However, I'm told I'm mad, lacking emotion even when sad. Different, that's me. We all are, you see. Yet I'm accused of putting on an act or criticised my lack of eye contact. Different, that's me. We all are, you see. But in sad reality, the paved road is normality. Yet I crave to be told I belong, and it's okay to just be. Different, that's me. We all are, you see. Yet we aren't all allowed to just be. For some, inclusion is not a guarantee. Yet I crave to be told I belong, and it's okay to be me. Different, that's me. We all are, you see. Those who matter don't mind, and those who mind should be left far behind. I crave to be accepted, to belong and feel selected. To those who don't step in our shoes, this may all feel ridiculous and like some fake news. Yet until you've been silenced, been forced to hide away due to violence, told you're the problem, and you make everyone else feel sorry. We are inclusive, they shout. Everyone's welcome without doubt. But it's the small print that they forget to inform. To succeed and be treated well, you have to conform. Different is uncomfortable. Our awareness makes them feel too vulnerable. So I put on my mask and try to just focus on the task, determined to be accepted, but in truth I'll never be selected. I'll burn myself out. Broken, odd, hard work, they'll still shout. Different, that's me. We all are, you see. But how am I meant to be authentically me when this is not what society wants me to be? Is success just this singular road, or are there other paths, maybe just slightly less towed?
Different, that's me. To fit into your world, I must disagree. I'm here to make my own acknowledgement. To be myself really is the biggest accomplishment. Speak up, take a stand. Kindness and inclusion, we will expand. The best kind of people are those not stuck in medieval, who aren't afraid to be imperfect. Weird and wonderful is the verdict. They are special and so very rare, yet radiate happiness which does not compare. So different, that's me. We all are, you see. Speak up even if your voice shakes. regardless of the consequences or stakes. I won't wait to be told if or when. I will never apologise for being treated myself ever again.